Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of The Bug Warrior. In this episode I will give you the summary of everything that was released for Diablo 2 Resurrected today as part of the 30th anniversary spotlight in the shortest amount of time possible, as I always do. So let's get to it. Well, the biggest news is that for the first time in 25 years there is a new class and a massive update to the game. The new class is the same one we will be getting for Diablo 4 in April, the Warlock. I am very excited about this class because, as you will see, it brings a new way of playing the game. But aside from the new class, there are a lot of new changes to Diablo 2 Resurrected, so let's look at them. Okay, the name of the update is called Diablo 2 Resurrected Reign of the Warlock, which is available now. Anyway, the Warlock can do the following. First, it can summon 3 types of demons: Goatmen, the Tainted, and the Defiler. I am already downloading the upgrade as we speak, so I will give more insight soon on that. Next, the Warlock can bind demons. According to the spotlight, it can bind almost any demon in the game, which makes me wonder what happens if you try that on enemies that are super fast and immune to a lot of things. Anyhow, you can only bind one demon at a time, but when you do, both the demon and you get stronger. Next, you have the choice to consume demons. When you do that, you get for a short amount of time the demon's powers or attributes and increased life and movement speed. Aside from everything related to demons, the Warlock is also a caster. It controls chaos magic, hellfire, and destruction. When it comes to weapons, the Warlock can manipulate weapons with his mind, so he has telekinesis and is very cool, honestly. That is it regarding the Warlock, so now it's time to talk about the changes to the game, which for me is the coolest part. First of all, we have now terror zones. Step 1 is to find certain consumables that will allow you to terrorize an act. When you terrorize an act, the whole act difficulty is increased. I'm not sure what that means. We will find out, but what we know is that you will get better rewards, which I am hoping is related to runes and uniques. Next, we have the Heralds of Terror. These new enemies can only be encountered in Hell difficulty. From what I understood, we will encounter these enemies, and when slayed, they will appear again later on. When they do, they will be, according to the developers, exponentially more difficult. Slaying these enemies has a chance to drop statues. Apparently, we need to collect 5 statues, and when you combine them in the Horror Cube, you will unlock a new challenge called the Colossal Ancients. Last but not least, for the first time ever in Diablo 2, we will have loot filters, which you can create or import. That is big news. Regarding the stash tabs, at last, not only there will be additional stash tabs, but they created tabs for materials, gems, and runes. And on top of that, items can be stacked, which is amazing. Last but not least, they added something called the Chronicle, which will allow you to search and check for every item that can be collected in the game, including the rewards. So for players that are passionate about collecting, there is no need to visit websites anymore and track, as you will be able to see everything inside the game. The last thing they mention is that there are new items, uniques, and rune words. So yeah, today was huge, but as always, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. We reached the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far and found the video interesting or useful, please consider to share, like, comment, or subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.